How did you get to the live page?
I don't know.
Here it is. It's trying.
There we go.
All right. Looks like we are live again.
Finally.
We're back. Had some internet difficulties this morning. And I didn't even get the camera straight. It's heavily on a net here today, but that's all right. We'll live.
Oh, we're good.
We're good. So, welcome back, everyone, to the Toad Hall Morning Show. It's been a little bit. We had Record Store Day last week. Oh, well, like 10, 12 days ago now.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
It's been a little while. I was out of town. I had a vacation that started right after Record Store Day. In fact, half the family left without me because I had to stick around for Record Store Day. So I didn't get to
Couldn't they have put
recap.
Record Store Day on a different day?
Well, I booked my vacation a year and a half
Right.
early, and then RSD just drops it on June 12th, which it's always in April. Why is it on June and July? Don't they know that us Midwesterners have 3 good months of weather and we vacation as much as we can for them?
Apparently not.
Apparently not. They live, Anyway. So today we're going to be we got a lot of cool stuff. I've done a lot of listening to Record Store Day records. We're announcing a ticket giveaway today. We're going over old Record Store Day stuff that came out for this drop. Before next week, we're going to start talking about drop 2 already.
Oh, no.
Can you believe that that's like around the corner on July 17th?
I know.
It's crazy.
It is.
So thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I know it's been a little bumpy road here this morning, getting things going, but we're excited to be back.
No, I couldn't get on the internet to redo some research.
All right, so let's just start with Record Store Day. How crazy it was.
Crazy.
It was by far our biggest day we've ever had here in the store. So I got to thank you guys, you viewers, for that. A lot of online orders, tons of people in the store, local, far away, everything. It was a crazy day.
It was.
It was a crazy day. So thank you guys so much for doing that. In fact, it was so crazy that it tested the limits of everything we have here. Our website was pushed to the brink of its limit.
Almost to the brink of destruction.
Yeah, pretty much. We broke our website from the amount of traffic that was on it. We're actually looking into that now, which I haven't even talked to Annette about. We're looking to upgrade that to a cloud-hosted website rather than having it hosted here locally. So we're tackling that issue. We're also going to be not opening up online sales right away.
Which,
We're
yes.
gonna be delaying that a little bit for this next drop. We don't know what time we're gonna allow it for the next drop.
But it will still be available.
It will still be available on the day of. We just don't know what time yet. There's a lot of discussions going on around here about that. Because what happens was, at noon we put everything live, and there was people piling in that door, and the website was so clogged that people were placing orders on the website, and we couldn't even see the orders for 45 minutes. Yeah. Well, in 45 minutes, 40 more people came through the door and bought more stuff.
Yeah.
So it created a big problem.
So there's obviously needs to be a new workaround and see what we can come up with to try to help alleviate some of these situations.
Yeah. So we're on top of it. We know there was issues. I apologize if any of you out there had any problems. I know the website was extremely slow on that day. We're going to tackle that. We're going to tackle the stockouts. We're tackling all the problems, and we're going through that right now. That process
good morning,
of improving.
Dublin.
All right.
Hope your weather's a little warmer than ours today.
It's a little chilly, but not bad.
Chilly, yeah. It was good sleeping weather.
Oh yeah. Sleep with the windows open. So while I was out of town, I listened to a bunch of the stuff that came out for Drop 2.
Nice.
And I have some great recommendations. And that's what we like to do. We like to turn people on to new things. Maybe they went through the RSD list and everyone knows Steely Dan and Lady Gaga and Linkin Park. And of course, they're sold out everywhere. Mm-hmm. But we like to dig a little deeper and maybe find some stuff that maybe you guys missed that we might find something you might like.
Oh, and then when Nick had sent me a message yesterday about what we're, suggestion for today's show, I thought he was referring to
old
for me
RSD.
to listen to old RSD stuff. So that's what I did.
Which is okay.
Which
is fine.
I pulled out a couple.
Which is all right.
And, that's got some good ideas. Plus, so what I pulled out here today, there's a lot of stuff that I don't know a lot about because I didn't have time to research them.
Well, some of them you did. Some of them you did.
Yeah, maybe two.
Well, it's better than nothing.
Exactly. So what you got there?
So, for those of you who are local, if you're in the Rockford or Greater Chicago, Milwaukee, Madison area, we are starting a contest today.
Oh,
we are giving away 2 free tickets to the Long Play Music Festival, LP Music Festival, which is cool. Here in town, we have this here in Loves Park. On the 2nd, we're giving away 2 tickets to the Friday general admission. So Friday here in town, it's the Gym Blossoms are headlining the show. Mm-hmm. So we're going to talk about the LP festival a little bit. It's this big festival if you haven't heard in Rockford area. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4th of July weekend. Friday is the Gym Blossoms. Saturday is Jeff Tweedy from Wilco. And Sunday is our favorite band of around here, is Cheap Trick headlining.
This is the first LP festival, isn't it?
Correct.
Yes.
So the guy
cool.
The promoter is from Rockford, so he loves Cheap Trick. He loves the area, and he does a lot of Chicago things. And now this is his first time dipping his toe into the Rockford area.
And we've got a good venue for it too. It's a pretty good venue. Yep. It's at the Rivets Stadium.
Which,
correct?
If you're not familiar with the area, it's right off the Interstate 90. Mm-hmm. So if you're coming from the suburbs, Chicago, all the way through the Dells, Madison, it is very easy to get to, easy to get off the interstate. It's blocks off the interstate. Come there. This ticket gets you general admission the whole day.
I'm not sure, but I think on the one that I purchased for Cheap Trick, and we'll have to do some research, I think it includes free parking as well.
I believe it does. I think they do.
Which is, right there alone.
Yep. So free parking, free tickets. It gets you in the whole festival all day. There's multiple bands for the whole day. There's carnival. There's food vendors. There's beer. There's music. It's this whole big festival. So we're giving away a pair of tickets to that. And to be entered, we're doing a Facebook giveaway.
Okay.
So you just gotta like us, tag one of your friends, and then comment.
I just read something cool on the website about this festival. Veterans get in free with military ID. That's awesome. How about that?
That's awesome too.
Yeah.
So, we're just announcing it here on the morning show. I know a lot of people aren't local to the area. If you are, please do check out our Facebook page. Like us, share us, comment. You'll be entered. We will give away these tickets on next week's show. So we're going to go one whole week. Next Tuesday morning, we're going to give them away live right here on the morning show. So, and I want to thank...
Okay, so we're going to do both of them next week.
No, we're doing Fridays this week.
Well, we're going to get real close to the festival if we wait until next week to do the other one. No, yes?
We got 2 weeks to the festival, don't we?
Okay. Yeah, I guess.
We got 2 weeks. So we have another pair of tickets we're going to give away for Saturday night as well. But we're doing the Friday night tickets first. We'll do the Saturday tickets. If we have to move it up, we'll move it up to this weekend or something. But we're announcing the Friday giveaway today.
Gotcha.
So, all right, digging into the record store day stuff. Let's start with Annette's stuff. She went back in time and pulled out some gems that she thought were pretty cool.
Well, I'm just surprised that we still have some of these in.
Well, okay, another thing people need to realize is we have people who return stuff.
Yes.
We have people who, my buddy bought this for me. I don't need a second one. I've gotten some that are returned because they have a minor seam split. I found records that were in the wrong spot in the store. They pick them up and then they go down in the basement and they go in the other rack and they put them in a different area. Then we put them back in the rack. We put them back in inventory. So our website has a lot of things that we sold out of on day one are back in stock on the website.
And once in a while, we get these weird shipments for stuff that just a couple weeks ago we got something from last year. Last year drop. I don't remember what it was.
Yep. So sometimes we'll get late arrivals. We'll find them in the store, whatever. So if you want to check out the latest available stuff, go to toadhallonline.com. There is still that tab for Record Store Day Drop 1. The website's working great right now. So now that there's not 500 people trying to get on it at once,
right.
It's working great. You can go check out all that stuff. And everything we're going to talk about this morning is on the website. So some of them are older ones. You'll have to go to all previous or just search it.
Yeah, go to music, go to Record Store Day link, and then I think there's a drop down. It says previous.
All previous and then it's drop 1.
And then drop 1. So now when drop 2 comes around, anything that we have in drop 1 will probably be...
We might keep it separate.
I
think
we'll keep it separate. But eventually that will also go into all previous.
Yep. We do eventually roll them in. Usually probably around Black Friday, we'll probably roll drop 1 and 2 into the all previous, and we'll have a Black Friday. So yeah, that's kind of how we do it on the website and how it all works. We kind of started with some things that we're surprised we still have, or that came back. So I'll let Annette start with that.
Okay, so I pulled out the Notorious B.I.G. Duets, the final chapter.
That's the last one, I think.
It's the final collection from Biggie on red and black squirrel vinyl. It's got an exclusive 7-inch with 2 bonus cuts in here. It's featuring, we've got Jay-Z, we've got, excuse me, trying to see, we've got Snoop Dogg, we've got, I thought, Faith Evans here, Lil Wayne, Mobb Deep. I mean, there's a lot of good.
It's like a duets album.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Exactly. Missy Elliott, Bob Marley.
It's not something that, it's not like, I think a lot of times you see this and you're like, oh, it's another Notorious B.I.G. record. He only made 2 records. Why are we getting more stuff from a guy who's been dead for 20 years? It's a duets record. There's a lot of other cool people on there, a lot of influence, hip-hop influence. I think it's a really cool package. We got one left.
One left. This is it right here.
I talked about this Goonies. I posted it on my Facebook. This was delayed from last year. It was supposed to come out for Black Friday, and because everyone was asking about it, we ordered a mountain of them. And the Goonies picture disc. I mean, it's the map. It's got Skeleton Guy on the back. 35th anniversary. It's the music composed by Dave Grusin. It's the soundtrack score. I mean, it's just a whimsical, magical score, and the picture alone is just so cool.
We've got
a few of these.
We have a few of those left. Yeah, I remember selling a couple last week before. I think maybe Sunday before I had my days off.
They're moving, but they're just going a little slow. What'd you find?
This one I was able to find. This is the Vandals Hollywood Potato Chip, and like I said, I was going to do a little more research before.
This is an old previous RSD release.
Yes, and it's from Black Friday, $18. Pretty interesting band. I don't know exactly where to put them. I'd put them almost like a skater music.
Really?
Yeah.
They're on Kung Fu Records, so that makes sense. Kung Fu is like a punk label.
Yeah.
So that makes sense that you say like skater music.
That's what initially came to my mind when. Okay. And I only listened to a couple of songs on it, so yeah, pretty kind of cool album if you're looking for something different to listen to. Check out some of the Vandals. This one's Hollywood Potato Chip.
You know, I really enjoyed listening to some of these records that I didn't like. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff we know, and there's a lot of stuff we don't know very well. I had a really good time. We'll get into mine, the ones I listened to. Right. In a minute, but I think it's something we might continue to do. I think it'd be good.
You want to pop one up of yours?
No, you go ahead.
Okay, this one I just pulled out. We get a lot of these rough guides, and this is a rough guide to Cape Jazz. I was looking for a different one, and I couldn't find it. I don't know much about these albums. At one point, I believe I had bought some rough guides way back when. If they came out on CD, maybe I'm thinking about a different music or not, but they're interesting because they've always got a nice variety of different artists. And unfortunately, I don't know any of these, but this is Cape Jazz.
So it's Cape Town, South Africa, right?
I'm not sure. It's
probably South African jazz, is what I'm guessing it is.
Gives a description back here.
They've been doing these for several years. They released 3, obviously, for this last Black Friday was all blues ones.
Right.
But they've been putting out 4 probably 4 releases for every record store day for I don't know how many years. There's a lot of these out there. If you like jazz or blues, or I mean, there's like Bollywood disco. There's
Right.
if you are into like some world, I don't want to say world music because it's not really like
It can be.
it can be.
There was one that was like a voodoo blues too.
Yep.
You know,
like a New Orleans voodoo blues. So I
Yeah.
mean, they're really cool. Definitely check them out. They weren't popular in the early days of RSD, and now they're very popular.
And
So we're getting a lot of people that are going back and they're trying to collect all of these and trying to pick them up. And we have a lot of the older ones, but obviously now when they come out, they sell out. Like I sell out of them all
this
the time
one
now.
says it's essentially it's blues or folk music jazzed up, or new music composed which is inspired by the folk music of the Cape. So that's what this one would be.
Okay.
So if you're interested in trying out a new variety of music, you know,
There you go.
check out some of the rough guides. We've got quite a few of them left. This one is from,
We don't have a date on it, but
no, we don't. I'm not sure which.
all right,
I
moving
think it was 2020.
moving back to kind of the more modern this record store day. Village of the Damned soundtrack. Now,
There's a scary picture on the back.
it's on marbled orange vinyl with art direction and deluxe 2 LP set. I thought these were going to be like one of the first things out the door. Because horror sells itself. It's a John Carpenter soundtrack. How do we have these left? John Carpenter, Dave Davies put this together. I'm shocked that we have any of these left. So I'm going to answer a few questions. How's it going? Crazy global warming. Yeah, we had almost a drought here, and we don't get very much snow anymore up here. Last couple winters, we've been
Our
pretty.
grass looks horrible.
And then we had kind of a drought. We did get some rain over the weekend. So yes, I feel you. Climate change is definitely real.
Well, we're not having global warming today.
I don't know if it's global warming, but there's definitely climate change is happening.
And so yours was €50 in Dublin. Ours is 36 US. So
Yeah, 36
so that's
US.
what, like €30? I mean,
Yeah, it's
it's
quite a
quite-
bit cheaper.
quite a bit
It's probably worth
cheaper.
shipping.
it might be.
It might be
so
worth shipping.
You might want to check into what shipping might be if you are interested in it.
RSG, I hear Peter's talking about next RSG drop has most of the records he wants. I've heard that from multiple people. There's a lot of people have said the same thing.
There's some good stuff.
There's some really good stuff coming the next drop. I think they charged our credit card yesterday for our first batch, so I wouldn't be surprised. We might have some stuff for drop 2 next week to talk about. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see if it shows up. I don't know.
Anymore, we never know when we're going to get anything.
We don't know when stuff shows up. So, all right.
Hi, Thomas.
All right,
Good
and we
morning.
got our full crew going. So, AWOL Nation Live, another item from this drop. Again, AWOL Nation, they were like an ambassador a handful of years back. So I was surprised that these are still on the shelves. The red and purple splatter, alternative rock, kind of hard, I don't want to say hard rock. It's like alt rock, but this is a live one. So it's got a bunch of hits on it. On a cool splatter vinyl. $21. Kind of surprised I had those.
This one is one that I've been looking at for a long time and I never picked up. From RSD 2018. I think this is the only one we have left. It's right on now. It's the Sounds of Northern Soul. If you like Northern Soul, this would be awesome to pick up. We've got Leslie Uggams, Charlie Hodges, the Marquettes, Betty LaBette's on here, Chuck Jackson, the Valentinos, Ike and Tina Turner. So this is $29 from RSD 2018. Like I said, I think this is the last one we have left. It's unlimited edition swirl color vinyl. They don't
That's
say what
cool.
color, and it's pressed. It was pressed in Germany for this one, and it's on Rhino Records.
So for those of you, and ORG pressed it, it's going to sound
Yeah.
really good. It's an ORG pressing. So for those of you, I mean, obviously people in Ireland and England know Northern Soul. That's where it was made popular. For those of us in America, Northern Soul is the soul records that came out of the northern part of the country. We usually, typically, white people playing soul music. They weren't popular in America. They did not sell. It was not a thing. But those records made their way to England, where there was a huge club scene and a huge dance craze club scene that craved these records. And to this day, I get guys from England who either live in the area or travel the area and look for Northern Soul records.
Europe, Great Britain,
So-
all over the place. Yeah.
So if you're an American and you're not sure what Northern Soul is, and you want to know what it's all about, for $29, because it's a record store day ORG press, you can get a pretty good taste of what they're talking about.
Yeah.
So they're obviously not exclusively white artists, but they're a lot of times they're Northern artists. They were artists that's not typically
60s,
soul.
late 50s, 60s,
60s.
mid-60s.
Yeah, early mid 60s.
Yeah. It was probably
It could
when
be
a
early
lot of-
50s, but there's
No,
not
I don't
as
think
many.
It's too many early 50s.
There are not many artists from that era. I mean, I'm sure there are some, but that's when they talk about Northern Soul.
love Northern Soul.
It's new to a lot of Americans. The genre isn't understood about that. So, all right, let's finish up what you got, because I got some cool trade-ins that came in this week.
Oh, cool. Pineapple Express. We've still got this left. This was from
2017.
RSD 2017.
I think that's our
soundtrack.
last one of those too.
I think there was one other. I think there might
Maybe
be another.
two.
So there's a bunch on here. I mean, you've got Huey Lewis in the News, Eddie Grant, Public Enemy, Cypress Hill, Belle Biv DeVoe.
Peter Tosh, Mountain, Bone
Yeah.
Thugs, The Crossroads. Got a lot of that spiritualized.
And then you end up with Robert Palmer.
All right. I mean, it's
What-
a good one.
Yeah. Good music, good show. Laugh your butt off if you watch it.
Okay, so Steely Dan sold out right away, which is obviously a huge record kind of a.
Two releases.
He had
There
two
were
releases this last drop. I know this is Dire Straits, but it's Mark Knopfler did the soundtrack
That's
to
what I pulled it
Metroland.
out for.
$26.
Say all you Dire Straits fans.
I mean, those two are kind of in the same boat. Dire Straits and Steely Dan. If you like one, you probably like the other. If you like them both, you're probably into vinyl.
Yeah.
It's kind of how it goes if you're a record store person. So if you're a Mark Knopfler person, don't miss out on this.
And not
'cause
only Mark Knopfler, you've got Django Reinhardt on here. You've got the Stranglers, Dire Straits,
Costello,
Elvis Costello, and Hot Chocolate. So,
$26.
Yep.
Those are limited. I'm gonna
How much
steal.
are- Yep, 26. Last year dropped 3.
You pulled this one out, and I don't know why.
I don't know why either, but it's a record store day one, and it looked like a cool cover. When you're scrambling because the internet's down, and you're
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
It was
anything
a crazy
about this
morning.
Stuff, but Swamp Meat, Gin and Tonic. That's. I pulled it out. The back cover. I just liked it. Anybody knows anything about this?
Swamp Meat,
Swamp Meat.
but
Gin
it's
and Tonic.
so the cover screams hip hop to me.
No,
right?
it does, but
This-
look at the back.
But then you look at the back, and it's not that. It's two guys, a drum set, and an acoustic guitar. He looks like he's Buddy Holly, and the other guy looks like he's in the Blues Brother band.
Yeah. We got, so here's some of the songs on your brand new Cadillac. Of course, that's why I had to pull it out, right? I can't say the song number 1 on side B. I can't say the title because we don't have a bleeper thing for the word. Girl, you ain't done it. She ain't taken every piece of me yet.
Gin and Tonic. I wonder if that's a cover.
I don't know. So Swamp Meat is Daniel Finnemore and T-Bird Jones.
Cool.
I'm
if you're-
assuming it's just these two guys.
If you want to surprise yourself and try something new, this is the one. This is a good surprise. Here.
I can't even find a year on this, so I don't. Oh, hang on. The album spelled of tracks taken from Swamp Meat's long lost albums, originally released on CDs by Cold Rice Records between 2005 and 2009.
Cool.
Yep. So yeah.
There you
And
go.
just like I pulled it out because I thought it was a pretty cool cover. $17.
Yeah, it's affordable. And another one we can't believe we still have is the AC/DC picture disc. $22
From this year.
from this
From
year.
Drop One.
From Drop
Yep.
One. All right. I'm going to get into what I listened to while I was gone. So I gave some critical listening, and it's not Annette's fault that she didn't do this because I misspoke. Well,
I haven't been here for a couple days. Did we get the new Maroon 5 Jordy? We got new vinyl over there. We've got a couple crates of new vinyl that nobody in next door.
oh, we haven't checked them in
We
yet.
haven't checked them in yet, so
We'll get you back to the on
Yeah.
that. So I listened to some of the stuff from Drop One that I wasn't familiar with, and I wanted to get familiar with, and I found some good ones.
tell me about that top one.
We're gonna wait. We're
start
gonna wait.
here?
We're gonna wait.
Okay,
We're
we're
saving the best
waiting.
for last.
So
So Black Francis, Ababula. I was like, what the hell is this?
Abba-Bubba.
Abba Bubba. Actually, it's the first song on the record.
B-sides, etc.
So if you like cake, the band.
Okay.
If you like really weird, kind of rock and roll-ish, Cake is as close as I could get to this.
Okay.
This record's not new. It's from 2011, and it's on black and white split color vinyl. I was like, I don't know what the hell this is.
Right.
I was shocked to hear it was a lot like a rocky, weird.
Did you like it?
Rock thing. It wasn't my thing.
Okay.
I like Cake as the band, but I don't know if I would like Cake's deeper catalog. That would be probably more like what this is.
Okay.
It's kind of obscure, kind of different. But I expected, when I put that on, I expected to hear a hip hop album. I mean, you look at that cover. Black Francis, Abba Baba. It's something I can't say. It's Black Francis. I don't know. I pronounce the title. I don't know what this is going to be. I put it on and it's I don't even know what that classification of rock is. Just strange rock. So that's what that is. She's going to look up the actual name. The next one I played in my long drive was Jimmy Allen.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
What do you think Jimmy Allen is?
Well, if I had to look at the cover, I'd go like yacht rock or something.
Okay, then you look at the back, and it's got BMG, Record Store Day, Dogfish Head, Stony Creek. You're like, all right, BMBR group. You're like, all right, I still don't really know what it is, right?
Hazio, no, I have
all right,
no idea.
This is not on Spotify. You can't find this song. This is like a Record Store Day exclusive. This is country. This is
really?
modern. I don't want to say radio country because that's derogatory. I don't want to mean it like it's bad. It's modern pop country. It's upbeat. It's fun. It's a country record. They're not full of themselves. It's not really electronic like a lot of new country is. It's very just straightforward country rock.
Pull that album back out and see if Charles Thompson is listed on there.
And that's doing research here. Watch out. What?
So, Charles Thompson, Ford's American singer, songwriter, and guitarist, best known as the frontman of the alt-rock band Pixies, with whom he performs under the stage name Black Francis.
No wonder why it sounds so weird.
There you go.
Pixies. I would have never guessed it's a Pixies record. It does not. I mean, it's strange like a Pixies record can be sometimes, but a Pixies record screams 80s dark wave. This record screams 90s, early 2000s strange rock.
All right, strange rock.
Yeah. So, wow. Okay. Well, that's why we do this morning show, because it's a lot of fun. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad I listened to it and I got to judge it before I knew that, because I would have never known that. All right. So moving on to my musical journey that I had and in the car for many, many hours. Kristen Hirsch. You want to give it? Don't Wikipedia.
I don't know anything about. I didn't listen to.
This is why I listen to this stuff. This is why.
Well.
What do you think? What do you think this is?
Nick needs to learn to send better text messages.
Yeah.
New RSD stuff, not old RSD.
What do you think that this is? What do you think this sounds like? What do you know about Kristen Hirsch? Anything?
Not a thing. I
knew zero as well. Okay, so it's
ambient.
Wyatt at the Coyote Place, Kristen Hirsch. This is first time on double gold vinyl, essential vinyl release of the Throwing Muses Mainstay 2016 CD essay book. Features stories, her life, all sorts of. So, I put this on.
Yeah.
Again, I figured it would be female vocal. It is. It's like any 70s kind of female vocal artist you would listen to.
Okay.
But it's darker. It's got like a little bit, as if I can say that it's a little bit haunted. But it screams 70s female vocal. I mean, if you go down the list, like if you just any 70s female vocal artist, it's right into that singer, songwriter, guitar, singing songs. They have a little bit of a newer dark twist to them. Again, I'm not into that genre, but I placed it in there. If you're into that, check it out. And that's kind of why we did this. I wanted to place these in the genres. And if you out there, I like this genre. I love the Pixies or I love Cake. Check these guys out. I love female vocal artists. Check this out. Now we're getting into the ones that got me excited personally. So
And yeah, I was
Orange
going to research
Goblin.
this. I mean, I know a little bit.
Orange
about music.
freaking Goblin. So these
much.
guys just had a 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
They just had their 25th anniversary. They've been around for 25 years. This is rock. This, if you like Motorhead, if you like, these guys are from England. If you like English rock, like real rock, not death metal, not doom metal, not screaming metal. If you like straightforward guitar, heavy rock, and like I said, Motorhead's as close as I could compare them. Except these guys are even better than Motorhead because they change. They didn't put out the same record for 25 years. Their earlier records are very much punk. Then they kind of get a little bit more, they move away from that. They kind of grew. And I mean, these guys are still young. I bet they're in their 40s. They're not old. When I say they've been around for 25 years, they're not like in their 70s. They're young. They're vibrant. This is one of their older records. It's in the middle. Red Tide Rising is the first song on this record, and it's a rockin' song.
You want to hear my Orange Goblin story?
What? Let's hear your Orange
Okay,
Goblin
so
story.
when I work in the web office with Death Metal Dan,
Yep.
I don't know a lot of the music he listens to, and from his name, I think you could probably determine what kind of music he likes.
He loves it. He bought this record this morning, by the way.
Well, so every once in a while, an Orange Goblin song will come in, and every time, like, Dan, who is that? I like that song, and I don't remember which one of their songs. And so after about 4 times of hearing it, working over there with him, I can recognize that song as Orange Goblin, and I really like it. So I have a feeling I would probably like their music.
Yes, it is hard. I mean, it's hard. It's cool that they got a motorcycle on the front because it harkens to that gritty, straight up rock and roll, hard rock, that style. Mm-hmm. And I think it's something that a lot of people miss, and definitely worth picking up. Orange Goblin, Orange Vinyl, reissue of a great record. Got one left, I think.
Oh, you already have.
And we're gonna finish with the one that got Annette's heart pumping when she saw it.
And I know nothing about it, and I should have researched it. I
I'll
read
listen-
the back.
I'll listen to the whole thing front to back.
So, 60s.
What do you think it is?
Well, I think it's like 60s, not quite psych rock. Maybe a little bit of, I don't know, like Jan and Dean kind of stuff.
Sort of.
Okay.
It's.
And that's just from the covers.
Yeah. This is fun. I kind of like. This is a new thing we're doing. This is kind of cool. It's instrumental.
Oh, it is.
It's a surf rock record.
Nice.
If you listen to any surf rock record where it's like that, got that guitar.
Dick Dale, The Ventures. Yeah.
Surf drums, all instrumental. I think in this whole record, there's like 2 yas where they're like, yeah.
Nice.
Like in kind of away from the mic, like they accidentally caught a yeah.
So what all instruments do we have on here? Well,
Okay, so it's
a
that.
bunch. 4 guitars, drums.
So it's that, but it's the dragsters. So when they're not doing like surf rock music,
Oh, no.
so if you have a hot rod, if you have a 60s car, a 70s hot rod, we have them on CD because this is perfect for that 50s, 60s. Put this in and go to the drag strip, go to the beach, whatever. We have it on CD for the car. We got it on vinyl for the home. If you're into that, it's perfect. It's the dragsters. There's plenty of engine revving on here. There's tons of instrumental rock,
Nice.
surf music. That's what this record is.
So you take your old hot rod to a car show and pop this in.
Pop
and people
that in
are
right
gonna
there.
Be like,
What is that?
who is that?
You'd be like, oh, it's Jim Messina. They're like,
From who? From where?
Messina, Loggins in Messina? You're like, yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Before.
He had this from 1964. He was pumping out some sweet surf music. So it's instrumental. Put it in your hot rod. Put it on your turntable. It rocks. That's between Orange Goblin and his Jesters Dragsters. Those were my 2 favorite out of the 5 or 6 or whatever that I listened to.
Nice.
So that's my recommendation for this. And you know what? I had so much fun. I might do it again this week. I don't know. I might pull some more stuff
Send me a
out.
text of what I'm supposed to do.
I will get it
No,
back.
call me. So if I have questions, I can
Yeah.
ask you.
That's all right. We got you covered this week. So because we've been gone for so long, we can fill in with the time with all the crazy trade-ins we've had.
Oh, I
Wait, I
haven't
gotta
seen them.
We want to get someone's at the door. I mean, I'll let you start off with the GWAR.
Okay. Oh, I like that next one come up. So here's a couple trade-ins, and like I said, I've been off a couple days. I always come in and see interesting trade-ins. GWAR, Carnival of Chaos. For this one.
Sorry guys, mail guy always has to come when we're doing our live stream.
We need to put a mail slot in there
Yeah,
or something. Right. So we got 50 on this.
So these are, it's on colored vinyl too.
Oh, nobody put a sticker on it. It's on, yep, it's on blue vinyl. Just about the color of the GWAR symbol up there.
So someone traded in their whole GWAR collection. Because this is the newest one.
Yeah.
Scumdogs of the Universe, $25. This one's cheap because it's still in print. Look at that vinyl.
Ooh, that's pretty color.
Did you see that one of the members was on Fox News this week?
No.
And the guy could not stop laughing because when they do their interviews, they'd come in the full so it's the newscast and it's Borgoth the Destroyer with like the headset and the guy interviewing him.
Oh, he's the one that couldn't quit laughing.
He couldn't quit laughing. So guys are great metal guys. If you don't know anything about GWAR, they've been around forever. It's a stage show. They kind of took a lot of notes from, Alice Cooper and took it to the next extreme. They do a stage show where they execute whatever is in the news. It's meant to be offensive and hilarious, and they spray the audience with blood, red water. It's just a crazy, great metal show, and even their songs are hilarious. This one, this one's called Sexecutioner. What do you got over there? King, Queen, Maggots. Some of them
Meat Sandwich, Ragnarok.
But it's actually really good metal.
Knife in Your Guts.
Yeah.
Surf of Sin.
So these guys don't take themselves too seriously.
No.
But it's a lot of fun. And actually their members change up. They do actually, because they're in costume, they can change up their members a little bit. And sometimes they'll put like really well-known guys will go on tour with them, and you won't know that they're in GWAR. So that's kind of a little bit of the mystery of GWAR, and the fun of GWAR is they can slide some people in there and have a little more fun. So yeah, we did Scumdogs. You did Ragnarok. I got Carnival of Chaos here.
Did that one.
Oh, you already did Carnival of Chaos?
Yeah.
Did you do that one? Ragnarok?
Yeah, we were talking just about it just now.
And a Record Store Day 2020 release that I am totally sold out of, Death Piggy, which
no, you're not. You're not sold out. You got one right there.
This one was...
Oh, that's right.
This was traded in.
Sorry.
Death Piggy, which is early GWAR. Before they were GWAR, they were called Death Piggy. Pre-GWAR mayhem, mid-'80s RVA art punk weirdness. So I don't have any of these new. This one was traded in. So this is the only one I got. The Record Store Day release. $20. So not expensive. Not expensive at all. So we're moving on from GWAR. Should we do these Prince releases?
Yeah.
Were you here when those got traded in?
No, I don't think so.
So sometimes people trade in records just because if they're not absolutely perfect. And so I figured I'd show them off. This is a Prince 3121. And it was traded in because the hole punch is weird. But look at it, it's on purple vinyl. $27 for this record. So it's discounted from, it's probably like $40.
Probably.
They're not, usually Prince records are kind of pricey.
Yeah.
But the hole punch, look at that hole punch.
Oh, yeah.
See, it's got like a little bit of a weird hole punch on it.
It does.
It's a little bit like,
yeah,
like elongated or pushed or whatever. I'm not really sure what happened to it. The other record's totally fine. So, some people will, if it's absolutely perfect, they return it, which is cool, which is I'm okay with. But then someone out there in record world might want it for discounted price.
Right.
Because the records themselves are fine. And the other one was the RSD Prince Sign of the Times limited edition picture disc.
Oh, that was a picture disc on this?
Yeah, this one showed up late.
Oh, wow.
So we didn't have these on the Record Store Day. I do actually have these new. You can buy them new sealed if you want them. This one, he said the center hole was a little large. Which, it looks punched straight. It might be, it says enlarged center hole. So, I don't know. Again, if you don't mind centering your record over the center hole a little bit, you can get it for a discounted price. We got them for, how much is this one?
Look bad to me. It's on this one here. $32.
$32, so it's probably like $40 new.
Yeah.
about what we discount them if they come back traded in.
There's only 4 sides, and that's got to fit in somewhere.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I already went over this one. This is also a record store day. This is Lil Kim 9, but I think I went over this last week. I got a used copy of that.
Well, you didn't go over it last week.
No, I didn't go over it last week.
No, you didn't.
Single LP.
You weren't here.
Single LP. It looks like it's $12. It's on blue vinyl. Person just traded it in because they weren't into it. I got one of these in already. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Exploring into microtonal tuning. King Lizard 3.
Volume 3.
This is the newest one. This just came out like
a couple months ago?
3 weeks ago?
Yeah, not too long
So
ago.
is it the gold? I'm trying to see if it's the black or the silver. It's the
Silver.
silver.
It's the silver.
Which was the more expensive of them. So they came on recycled black.
Correct.
Or silver. And someone already traded this back in. So it's got the original. This is a OB strip. Mm-hmm. It's got a embossed cover. It's got the lyric sleeve. And then it's got the original paper bag that they came in to shave shrink wrap. So it's discounted from 35 to like $25. I think they're like more than that. Okay, so L7 had a release for Record Store Day that we sold out of. We're out of the L7 release that came out. But we had someone trade in all their L7 records. So this is Scatter the Rats. You want that one? That's all record she wants. Scatter the Rats. This one is Slap Happy for $20. This one's also $20. I got a reissue of their debut from 1988 for $20. In Detroit, L7. This one's $25. So if you picked up the Record Store Day one and you're like, oh man, I want more of their stuff, we actually got them traded in. So that was convenient timing. You have to call.
What kind of music are they? I don't know that.
L7's like 90s rock.
Okay. So we've got all of these are L7 right here.
Correct.
Cool.
I'll make sure I didn't miss them all.
Translucent vinyl.
Yes. Okay, here's a record I'd never seen before. That's cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen this record?
No.
Rapping together. Walter
No.
Payton and William Perry rapping.
No way.
Yeah. So many of you are in the Chicago area maybe familiar with the Super Bowl Shuffle. We get these in quite regularly. I got a mint one here for $20. I didn't even know this one existed till last week. Walter Payton, William Perry rapping together. It's a single. It's two songs, but I think there's like an instrumental maybe on there. And then we got the Super Bowl Shuffle for $20. Big news since our Chicago Bears, I'm a Packers fan, mind you. Chicago Bears are putting a bid in on the Arlington Heights Raceway last week.
Which would be a lot closer.
Which is only an hour from us here in lovely Rockford, Illinois. So that makes it really tempting for us to go see a football game.
And not as much, better parking.
Oh, baby. It'll be a new stadium.
Oh.
Parking will be easy. Tailgating, there'll be way more seats. I hope they get it. Fingers are crossed for you, Chicago Bears.
That would be really
I'm rooting
cool.
for you guys. I want to see you guys back in I want to see some good Bears-Packers game. So if you got a Bears friend in the family, Father's Day, I know we just missed Father's Day, but
this would be really rusting.
I'm betting they don't have Rappin' Rodney in the collection. They might have this, but they may not have that. So those just came in.
The name of this Rapping Together. Rappin' Rodney is
the song is
Dangerfield.
Together is the song.
Right.
So.
Oh, and then Together Hot Mix. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. How about the Conan the Barbarian soundtrack promo? I think it's a promo. It's got an MCA stamp. It might have been this might be a record club edition.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if it says anything down here. MCA Records. It doesn't say anything about record club edition. Kind of a hard record soundtrack to find. $28. The record's mint. It's perfect. Conan the Barbarian.
Is it a score or a soundtrack?
I'm not sure.
Me neither.
Does it say? What does it say on the front? Soundtrack.
Soundtrack, yeah.
Music composed by.
Yes.
There's probably no songs in the movie. It's probably all just a score.
Instrumental, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably all just a score. All right, I got an original Miles Davis Bitches Brewin'. Be like $45.
Don't see those every day.
On Columbia, it's a what? It's a 6i, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, 6i Columbia label. This thing is super clean.
It is.
This thing looks like it's brand new. Although the cover is VG, it's got ring wear. The records are perfect. So whoever got it didn't like it. They just stashed it away. Kristen Hirsch is the lead vocalist of Throwing Muses. See how much I'm learning from doing this?
I know.
That makes sense. So, let's see here.
Ooh,
Check that one
that?
out. That one's all you.
Pimps, players, and private eyes. Huh. You must know what I do for my other part-time job. I'm a private eye. Not really. So this is really interesting. Is this a soundtrack or something? Songs from so you've got songs from Shaft, Superfly, all kinds of stuff on here. This is a promo.
That's cool. How much is it?
35 marked.
$25.
So you've got Bobby Womack on here. There's the Impressions, the Four Tops, Marvin Gaye, Isaac Hayes, Millie Jackson, Willie Hutch, Curtis Mayfield. So this would be a pretty interesting record to listen to.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Pimps, players, and private eyes.
Yeah.
Someone asked what our name of our store comes from. Actually, the store's been here since 1973, so the previous owners named it after the Wind in the Willows. Mr. Toad had a place called Toad Hall, which was his house. It was a massive collection of everything that would have been, Wind in the Willows from the late 1800s. So a eclectic collection from then. Mm-hmm. Tapestries, books, vases, all that kind of stuff. So they took it from that. Is where the name originates.
Which they used to get into a lot more than what's really available here at the store anymore. A lot of
books, records, comics, CDs, DVDs, posters
is what is here now.
Currently.
They used to get into
they used to
few
get
other
into
things.
they were into sheet music and 78s and toys.
Yeah.
We just had to pare down just with everything we're into. We focused in. So this one it's a tough one.
He gave this to me because he doesn't know how to pronounce this, and I don't know how to pronounce it either. New Botten, I would say, is part of it. Eins. Is my brother-in-law Joe watching today? Tell me how to pronounce this. The back
collapse. Made in West Germany.
In which, yeah.
I want to say that's like a dark wave record.
Well,
I put it on a long time ago.
Did you?
It's like an 80s, late 70s, early 80s. It's on Zigzag Records.
Yeah, the back doesn't say a whole lot.
I don't know how to even pronounce it.
I don't either. Yes, I never took German, so...
So, if you know how to pronounce it, let us know. Einsturzende?
New Botten. Yeah, I just butchered that. Sorry,
Collapse.
New
Botten and Collapse. We can do that. But this is obviously an import original. I believe this is I looked it up.
Clean.
It is. I believe it's a second or third press from 1980. I looked it up on Discogs like a week and a half ago. So.
I can't.
Hard record to find. All right, Tobias Dream number 2, $18. It is a DJ promo copy. Some of the stranger records we've gotten in lately.
DJ not for sale. Interesting. It's on Verve.
So we might have to give that one a listen because I don't know what that is.
Anything about this?
Nope, I don't. Here's a. Here is a John Lennon record on Zapple Records. There's them when they got busted for pot there on the back cover when Lennon got busted for marijuana.
Shame on them.
I know. Can you believe it? $12. This is actually really cheap. This is
the first time I've ever seen a special disc jockey record.
Really?
Yeah.
Unfinished Music of Part 2. Life with the Lions. So I've even got the original inner sleeve there. And I got one other strange record here. Kraut. I'm guessing Krautrock. They're looking like the Clash or the Cure there.
Yeah, definitely.
The Clash kind of looking on the back. They're rocking out pretty hard. NRA04 jacket made in Canada. I don't know. This almost looks like a import. It's on red vinyl. CNP, just garbage. BMI music. So don't know anything about it, but I'm gonna guess it's probably kind of like the Clash and stuff. Translate. Okay, so we got someone to chime in. Thanks, Mark. Translates to collapsing new building. They are a German industrial band.
Oh, that makes sense.
I should have known it's an industrial band.
Well,
I knew it went over in that part of the store. I was just one bin off. So there you go. Thank you so much, Mark, for chiming in on that. I still don't.
We have such a great audience.
Yeah, we do.
They're so
You guys are
knowledgeable.
awesome.
Everybody. It's so cool that they'll pop out a little tidbit of information that we know nothing about, and we love that.
We're learning this stuff.
Yeah.
And when you say something, there's someone in the feed who also doesn't know what it is.
I mean, there's going to be, 700,000 records in this store?
Yeah, easy.
And I mean, there's just no way. I might know maybe 10-20% of the bands in here, and that's it.
We're surrounded by it every day. Or there's a lot of times, like, the name, like Kristen Hirsch, but I didn't connect that she was with Throwing Muses. Mm-hmm. Things that there's so much information out there and so many bands.
I love it that
it's hard to. So we love that you guys chime in
Yeah.
and share your knowledge with us, and then we share it with everybody else who's watching. So it's really cool that it's this fun, interactive thing we got going on.
Absolutely. Pretty cool.
We forgot to mention this last week.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. We still have, actually, we sold out of our Beatles Yellow Submarine record players for Record Store Day. They're limited to 1,500 of them. 1,500. And we ordered more for drop 2 because we quickly got on the phone and ordered more. They were selling for an obscene amount of money online, so we were like, well, we got to get them back in here before they're all gone. Luckily, we got our hands on a few more. They've upgraded. So I know a lot of people hear Crosley and they're like, no, I'm not buying it. They put a real cartridge on it. They put an Audio-Technica cartridge on it, so it's going to play a lot better. The art package on it's amazing. It's the Beatles. It's bigger. It's heavier. It's Bluetooth. And the price is what, $160?
$160. Okay, I have a question, though, too. It says it's USB enabled. Could you hook this up to your computer and transfer vinyl to your computer from this?
Yes, you can.
Sweet.
Yep, and it's also got line out.
Line out.
Which means you can use this as your turntable and plug it into a stereo so you don't have to use the onboard speakers. You could actually pump it through a real stereo. Mm-hmm. Or what Death Metal Dan, who actually loves the Beatles, was going to buy one and just put it on display. Because it looks awesome. Let's get the inside.
We have a couple of those left, right?
Yep. Yeah, I think we got... They're not on our website, so if you want one, you're going to have to... you're going to have to call us if you want a shipping quote. Yeah. We do have them in store, but it's just this exclusive RSD record turntable. Again, they only made 1,500. So if you're a Beatles collector, I know there's a lot of you guys out there. Maybe something you want to pick up because they were selling like hotcakes. Like I said, I ordered more in.
Now that everybody can get out and do what they want to, how about tailgate party?
Tailgate party.
Take this to a tailgate party.
Oh.
And take your Bears record with you.
Oh man, you'll be the talk of the town.
Yeah, you would.
You'll be the talk. Tailgating. Right now you got a tailgate football game or baseball game. That's what we got going on. So, thanks so much for watching. If you get on our Facebook, on Instagram, like us on there, we are going to be announcing. Well, I announced the ticket giveaway earlier in the show.
And how does it work again? So they get on Facebook and they do.
You gotta like us on Facebook. On Facebook, we're Rockford Toad Hall, just like our YouTube account.
Okay.
I'll make a post. You have to comment, say, you can tag a friend who you're gonna bring with, and then just like our page, comment, and tag a friend. That's it.
It will be a random.
And then we'll choose a winner out of all the people who have followed the 3 rules. So we'll pick them. We're gonna draw them live here on the show next Tuesday. We're gonna give away these 2 tickets.
Sweet.
I do have Saturday tickets as well for Jeff Tweedy. I will be doing a different contest for that. But for these, we're gonna set that up as soon as I get done with this feed. We're gonna do that. So. That's all I got for today, Nat. You have anything else?
No,
you got anything else today?
Uh-uh.
Well, thanks so much, guys. Like I said, it wasn't the smoothest record store day for our website, but we learned a lot. and it was the busiest. Thanks to you guys for watching, commenting, sharing, watching our YouTube videos. We have tons of great feedback from our YouTube followers and our Facebook followers and Instagram followers. So thank you so much. You made our website blow up. We're going to fix it. We're going to come back bigger and better than ever. We're looking forward to drop 2. We're doing ticket giveaways. I've got merch giveaways coming. I've got Summerfest ticket giveaways coming. We've got all sorts of fun stuff planned this summer. So yeah, we're very excited to do it all.
I have to do a thank you. Thank you, Brandon, Joe, and Pete, for this awesome shirt they made for me.
Check that out.
Yeah, so we've got Reba, Loretta, Patsy, and Dolly, and a cool guitar here. My husband and I bought a record collection, and some of the records went to them.
Oh, cool.
A lot of it were them were country. So thanks, guys.
How
it's really
about
cool.
that?
I had to wear it today.
So there you go. We feel the love, guys. So thanks so much for watching. Check out the website, toadhallonline.com, for all the RSD stuff. If you saw something that was opened, or a record player, or just have any other questions, let us know. You can call us 815-226-1259. Press 0 when you get the automated teller. That's how we get rid of spam calls around here. And I had
Don't tell anybody our secret on that.
Yeah, I had another person ask if there's any new MoFi. No, we have not gotten any new MoFi in over a month now. So
thank you, everyone.
thanks so much, guys. We will see you next week.